Radio kebabs, eh? Radio kebabs. You've been a naughty girl, haven't you? Very naughty girl, Radio kebabs. Trying to nonce me off again, are you? And what gives you the basis for calling me Jimmy the Nonce? Hmm? And this smile has lied, unfortunately. I'm just catching up on it. Oh, he had a lot to say about everyone. See, the thing is,
Because with Jimmy G and E, the Nons, I've had problems with fucking big blood for no apparent reason.
oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, God. I'll do this on driving. Tell you what, Radio Babs, whoever you are, call me a nonce. Slight deflection on your behalf. How old is Jihadi Fanta?
Because with Jimmy G and E, the Nons,
You mentioning my name again, ain't you, kebabs?
because with Jimmy G and E, the Nons, I've had
Well,
problems
weren't
with...
even fucking there. Triggered. You see, the thing is, sorry, I'm just doing something. The thing is, there we go, back again, I believe. I don't know, so. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Back. Yeah, so, my name getting mentioned. I haven't even mentioned you for ages. Then you just mention my name.
Because with Jimmy G and E, the Nons, I've had problems with fucking Big Vlad for no apparent reason. Gary Queeron for no apparent reason. I've had problems with who? That's it, about it. About an ultra.
She's going to say ultra. Now, if you want to go down that path of making threats, I noticed in the comments, because of Smiler's comments, which I didn't really, I can't even read the old one when I'm driving. And Beyonce says something, I couldn't help but agree. Like, didn't you learn anything from the last time you tried to attack? How badly that ended for you? I mean, you only just started coming back on Master Mongovich's. And let's face it, you've been admin on Axel's. I think you've been using Axel's. Axel's been using your StreamYard. You told me to leave Axel and Ash alone. They're just a pair of boys. Look, well, not even men, Axel and Ash. Only for that, you're just a pair of boys. You probably have been on Northern Kings. You see, you're the one that invented this name, the Swamp. You say that you come from the Swamp, and now Axel's tried to invent himself as the Swamp King. Now, when you disappeared from that auditing community, which you sort of injected yourself in, to you, when you were rejected, you went back to what you called a swamp, and you started bigging up Axel's panel. I mean, before we fell out, you was telling me to stay away from Axel leave him alone, because poor Banter wants to go in there. I can't go in there because I'm a conflict of interest. I'm sorry, poor Banter, but this little piece of shit has been calling me a nonce. Oh, was it? You said a Banter? You always go on about loyalty and how he should be loyal to you. Your missus and you yourself sit on a panel that whole time when he's live on that big fat man from Wirral panel with a spanner in there who doxed my family, blackmailed me, took 2.5K off me. This was before we'd fallen out, you know. So you're on about loyalty and picking sides. But looks like you picked your side. But the problem is that when you suppress people too much, you know, and just because they don't speak there and then, which really they should do, but they don't. When the bubble bursts, when you take the piss, if you took the piss a little bit, you probably get away with it. It's when you do it too much and consistently and with everybody, and that whole bubble just explodes, and everybody fucking turns because they're all thinking the same bloody thing, trying to control people. You try to manipulate. I don't want to mention your name, Chris. You try to manipulate Chris. Stuff you were saying to him, to me on the offline, calling him a junkie, calling him this, calling him that. Even Banner was slagging him off. You know what? Chris has had nothing but he's only had good words to say about you and both of you. You've been talking about loyalty and shit like that. You've been slagging him off. Or back behind the scenes, he's actually been, you know, sticking up for you two. So he's had nothing but loyalty for you two. But you treated him with contempt in return. Yeah, he's probably got pissed every now and then whilst he's been trying to have your back for fucking things like phone numbers, which he didn't even know anything about. And, you know, I haven't spoken to Chris in a while, so I don't say that, you know, I've been talking. This is just me reacting to that live, which I just noticed, which is reacting to another live. She went absolutely fucking berserk again. You threatened to dox me, dox my family, dox everything about me. Well, do it. Because I've got not only just your family, I've got all your fucking family members. You accused me of doxing Banner, which I hadn't done. And no matter how many times I've told you I haven't done it, you still accused me of it. And apparently the picture was already out there. So I just put the picture out that apparently was already out there. And if it wasn't already out there, it's your fault for accusing me of doing something that hadn't been done. Unless it had been done. Either way, I can't be wrong. Yeah. Now you sit there with all the fucking wrong uns on YouTube. All the people you badmouth in the background. Do you remember when I first started speaking to you? That was when I was in that Instagram group trying to get the hell out of there. You were the one that told me that Axel was Becca's editor. And now it looks like can't be True's echo in that. I always thought it might be Becca's editor. One, because he's good with computers. Two, there's not many people I know called Axel, let alone on YouTube that are good with computers and good at editing and stuff like that. Hi there, Random Pearson. Oh, doctor. Fuck. So you keep mentioning me, Blabs, and every time you mention me, I'm just going to give a little bit more of the puzzle out, a bit more. And believe me, don't underestimate me, Blabs, because I've probably got more than what you think I've got. I just, you know, with you and your husband, you know, that little geezer that you put out to wait an extra year but after you got with each other before you got married, as if you are married, due to, you know, age differences and stuff like that, after you called me a nonce. Worked out he was 16 or 17 when you got with him. And he looks a bit, you know, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, got a big beard, you know, say no more. I saw you slagging me off in Dave's chat, Fanta. Are you going to allow your wife to drink and take drugs? You know, is that against your religion? Fucking hell, you must be one of those moderate ones. always wondered that, like when we were talking about politics before, we were talking about like that religion, and you always want to get off that subject. Oh dear. Anyway, blabs, call me a fucking nonce. Nonces are in your area, your neck of the woods. In fact, I would say that what you portray is very noncy behaviour. I think Axel used your StreamYard, your page StreamYard at the beginning. I've got evidence of that somewhere. I'll put it up when I can find it. I can dig it out somewhere. It was pointed out to me that Axel was using your StreamYard, one of the biggest wrongs on it. Yeah, I spoke bad. I shouldn't have done that. But how many times has he fucking done that, man? How many times has he spoke bad about, the rest in peace? All right, Patrick. Paddy. I have to call you Patrick. I'm confused between Paddy and Patrick. They're two different people. Oh, God. That's a good point, actually. I just remembered that before I actually turned on blabs, I was on a freeway call, and Patrick will remember this, and I hung up the phone to call her to try and sort it out, and she refused to pick it up, thinking that there was people in the background, and there wasn't. I actually hung up the phone to try and speak to you, and she hung up thinking that I had everybody in the background listening to her. What a fucking div. Oh dear. Morning. God, it's pretty early over there. Early bird catches the worm. Yeah, we always knew that about TNK. I think there's a lot more victims to come out there, and there's a lot of people which TNK is I know there's probably a lot more people out there that don't want to speak due to what he could come out with. But I was calling out his double standards a long time ago. His Axel's. Oh, fuck, I did a bloody video about flavours yesterday. I was a bit pissed. I just went in the chat and fucking Quaver started having a go at me about something I said about 2-3 years ago. And I just thought I'd go in there and just wind them up. But, flavours, he has people like Merman and stuff like that, and then Art Hostage, recognise, police informants. Merman, who's fucking, made false accusations about people. And then you got them in Quaver in the chat, fucking bringing me up on stuff I said fucking years ago. And she already came up and said, "Did you mean that? What you said about me?" So I didn't even remember saying that about you. But if I said it, then I'm sorry. You should have been overdone with it. She goes on and on and on about it. Ooh, that was close. Fuck Quaver. If you wanna beg attention, Quaver and flavours, then you'll get it. Just won't be the good one. Fucking hell. Quaver, if I did say what I said about you, I already apologised. It should be done and dusted. You keep bringing it up. It's almost like you want me to fucking say it again. It's only fucking words. They can't hurt you. Do you really think I'm going to travel across the world to hurt a woman on YouTube I don't even live and know? Then your intelligence level needs reassessing. Anyway, I'm just going to play that last stack once again. You keep fucking nonching me off, blabs. You see what fucking comes back.
With Jimmy GNA, the nons, I've had problems with fucking Big Vlad for no apparent reason. Gary Queeron for no apparent reason. I've had problems with who? That's it, about it. About an old.
Everything that I put on this channel is in the public interest. Voice recordings or voice notes which are put out cannot and will not be used in a court of law as evidence, as they are there for information purposes only, to help people gain closer access to find the truth in order to gain some closure. This channel does not promote slander or defamation, but anything that is in the public interest may be published. This channel is based on facts and opinions based on those facts. Sometimes the information could be wrong or misleading. If this is the case, then we will come back and correct our mistakes. And we are open to debate